Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're doing good. We're going to be live streaming GME's earnings call, looking over their filings, and all of that coming soon, shortly. Let me get things set up here. We'll have a little EAS to play for now. Just share this on Twitter. Alright, I'll hit you guys up on Discord. And look through all my settings that I haven't changed in a long time. I feel like it's been a long time since we've streamed an earnings call for some reason. What's up, Joshua? We got here on the screen. Here's Spy, here's Jimmy. I'm up to view up a little bit there. See. There it is. Oh, it's weird. I feel like there's not been much hype for this earnings. I guess maybe because all the other stuff going on. Kind of strange. Very cool. What's up, White King? What's up, Jason? Yeah, enter down. Enter down, Cal. Spy got super bullish today. ISPL. Let's see what I have cropped in on here. Okay, so you guys can see that. That's sweet, sweet, sweet earnings call. Kyle just shows up, starts making demands. So I've got their investor relations page up here. For whatever reason, this always gets it late. Maybe that's because it's under here. Okay, this is where we'll get it. And then we have their earnings call here with their own funky jazz. But on the screen it said they're not gonna do their earnings call till 5. I don't remember seeing that before, them specifying a time. I don't know if it'll be that late or not, but it's not a problem because it'll probably only last like 5 minutes, so shouldn't burden too much of our evenings. What's up, Adam? Spy puts. Yikes. I had the overnight puts that I got on Spy, but I got them too early yesterday. Got to set a rule to wait until like power hour to get my play. I got them, where was it? This was all yesterday. Wait, that's today. Where'd I get them? I think I got them here. Somewhere around here. They're just too early and had that bounce. So today I'll probably be getting calls for, I guess, what will it be, Friday? But don't we have PAL? I think we have PAL tomorrow, so. But I'll just be getting them for overnight anyways. Hourly, we've got bullish MACD, green over the 9. Kind of a double bottom down here. So I think a little bullishness to the after hours would be granted. Look at that volume today, though. Not giving very much conviction in this rally. DRS numbers will be interesting. Revenue from marketplace will be interesting. Puts on GME, gonna get data crushed, but you might make some money on it too. BBBY was unusually bullish today. I don't know what this was all about. You know what, the chart on BBBY is, to me, is so frustrating because it just looks like just basically manipulation. Just all these huge gaps. No, like hardly any bodied candles, just gaps. So no conviction during the trading day when there's supposed to be volume and showing the moves, but they just use the huge gaps in the after hours to just dump the price. And then trading day, hardly anything happens, and after hours, easy to dump. They dump it, dump it, dump it. Today's the first day we've actually had like some body on a candle on BBBY for a bit. I think it's probably just, yeah, there's too much demand at this price range. I mean, yeah, this is now back to pretty good value. It's crazy how quick it got back there. Thanks, Donero. Go me. Wine or whiskey? Coffee for me. 7 months. I gotta turn the Yaz up a little bit on that. When is City? Oh, Citadel. I think we'll see when they have, because that's when GME will have bottomed and we'll probably start rallying. BLO. Maybe. Maybe, yeah. That's kind of actually what I was saying last week. I think the market will probably start to get scared for CPI next week and sell off into end of the week. Because when is CPI? Is it Wednesday? It's next Wednesday. It's the 14th, I think, or is it 13th? So yeah, maybe Thursday, Friday come down, Monday even down some. But right now it's just creating a range, so it has room to come down because it might not break the support before CPI. So maybe even a little more bullishness. Yeah, this is probably the range right in here, 400 to 390. For some reason I feel like this CPI is going to be higher than last, and the market's going to continue its descent in an aggressive fashion. Just my thoughts. I saw a post on Reddit about someone saying how the RSI is lower than it's ever been on GameStop. I was like, what? They even had a screenshot and stuff showing it. They said it's at 10 on a daily. I'm like, what? Mine shows it's 25. My chart must be broken. $9.13.8. Alright, so Tuesday morning before market, so yeah. We've got 3 days to price it in. I'm more excited about the IPOs on Friday than GME's earnings. Let's look at what the market makers are saying. I think they've got a pretty small range that they're pricing in here for GameStop. So that's most likely what we're going to get is a pretty small range. Here we go. So let's see what you can see there. You got it. You're in the squeeze of all the mothers. Kyle, you're in it. Yeah, so look, this move that's being priced in, it's 12.3%. It's gone up a little bit. It was 11 something before. 12.5. This is the lowest it's been for a while. This could still come up, I guess, in the next 55 minutes. But yeah, this is the lowest the market maker's priced in for years. 5 years. Since there. Q1 2019. This is the lowest it's been priced in. So, potential for good options plays if you think it's going to beat or miss expectations by a long shot. But I don't know. It seems like they probably have it figured out. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I do have calls actually for it for next Friday. These 28 calls. These will probably be wrecked. Yeah, it's just oddly bullish today. I don't get it. Why is GME going down? So I'm anticipating we probably drop on earnings. However, it might be quick. It might be a quick drop and not kind of settle in that range, because I don't think it'll hang out, especially if we get into like 20 or even the teens. I don't think it'll last long there. So for me, picking up scaling to shares more, I'll try and do it around then. Maybe even calls too. But I think we'll have a little time before we have a big rally. So calls, I'll probably be waiting on calls until the move is more confirmed. So you're looking at a move like here, or no, what's that earning? Yeah, this one. I kind of feel like it'll be something. It could even be something similar to this, where it gaps down, because after hours they can short it pretty easily and really affect the price. So gaps down, and then the next day it rallies. I think this was like a FTD day or something. But that said, I feel like it could be something similar to this, where they gap it down and then it rallies back up to where it closed at, I guess. Something like that. So you might have good opportunity in the after hours or in the morning. That gap down could be down to 20, 22 teens. I don't know. Depends on what they say. If they say nothing, probably pretty bearish. Earnings reaction. Oh, is it charted out? Yeah, let me see that. Earnings reaction history. It's history. Last 12 quarters, positive only price reactions. Percent of time add to the extended hours gain. 50%. Average next regular session, additional gain 9.3. Prior, this is so much more data than I wanted. Prior 3 fiscal years, 12 when shares of GME rose in extended hours session in reaction to its earnings announcement. History shows that 50% of the time, one event, the stock posted additional gains in the following regular session by an average of 9.3%. Last 12 quarters, negative only price reactions. Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna get some theta crush based on that. Yeah, I still have a, I mean, 100, it's not worth 100K anymore. When I bought in, these shares were 120K when I bought it. Because I bought pretty high at this point. But I've reduced position, and now I've got kind of a core position that I'm trying to get to long-term cap gains on. And then I've got another position that I go kind of swing in and out of. That's also roughly 100K, depending on, yeah. So, yeah, I started scaling in. I scaled in a little bit at 30, maybe 10%, and then a little bit today, maybe 5% more. And the problem is a lot of my capital is tied up right now with BBY. But I'll put in what I can, probably pre-market tomorrow or tomorrow, depending on if there's a lot of volume and it's really, it's doing a big like earnings recovery move, like even this one too, I guess. Yeah, this one too. Gap down and rally that day with good volume. If it's something like this, then yeah, I'll probably be trying to get as much as I can as far as shares. And calls also. But again, I think it could be early. This is my line I have for kind of the T69, or actually, I guess it's C69, calendar day 69, or middle to end of October. To basically be positioned by then, probably for the end of October. So we might see kind of a floor set here after earnings, because they dump it down, a bounce maybe to 27, and then maybe that trough, kind of that trough thing that we've seen so often, where it kind of retests the low before we get a big rip up. So something similar to this, where it hits a low, big dump down. You do get that bounce, which can be significant. I'm not really trying to play that though, but that can be pretty good if you're like in and out pretty quick with options or shares or whatever. I mean, I guess in a couple days. But yeah, maybe like a trough type thing happening again, which happened here, and then here on a larger scale. This was setting a new low, but where was I thinking? Yeah, like here. I feel like this is gonna repeat the next 15 days or so. And then here. So even if you don't get the low price that we might hit in the next 24, 48 hours, and it rallies up, you can FOMO in and it'll probably still be a pretty good deal, but I don't think it'll just V out of here. I think we'll probably get some consolidation and most likely a retest before we actually have another cycle, more or less. And this is, of course, without any news or anything like that. If we get news, all bets are off. Anything could happen. Yeah, maybe it'll be longer than 5 minutes. Yes, thank you guys. Thanks for your subscriptions. Thanks for your thumbs up. Thanks, Donero. Member for 7 months. I think I need to get you a new badge. Something. Went down to 80 and lowered our cost average by 10. Yes. That was like here, right? This was 80. We're getting there. It's getting nice. 23.95. Not bad. I've applied for all of the IPOs coming out. The only one that's Asian is it's this one, which it's kind of sketchy because it's Japanese, not Chinese, and the yen is like really weak right now, and it's in real estate, which I don't know. Let me show you guys that one. Japanese real estate, like it hasn't Hasn't gone anywhere since what, like the 90s? But I've heard it might be on the up and up. Shares allotted. Let's see it. Those shares are. This is LRE. Lead or lead real estate. Their office is in Tokyo. They're offering shares outstanding 2 million. Offer amount 34 million. Shares offered 2 million. 46 employees. That's the only one that I have that's Asian. And then I have this one that's an Asian restaurant. That one? Yeah. But they're in California. Puts for protection. GME puts? Wow, SPY's still rallying. Look at that. This is where it's like I want to get my calls earlier on this rally if I'm going to get calls. But I'm going to try and stick to it. I'm going to try and wait. Should have some kind of volatility in the last 10 minutes. Maybe it'll drop it down some. Back to view up would be nice. Best of luck, I know, right? I would probably buy that IPO and I would probably kill it on it. Okay. No, there's been like some articles about Japanese real estate. Like people are starting to buy it, anticipating it appreciating. But I don't know. I don't know. So my short puts on GME, it's been crazy because the price action, like I've been saying, the price action has changed the way it's moved since this split. Really, our ups have been more gradual, and then our downs have almost been more aggressive. So really, this is before it was like covered calls were sketchy because our ups were so violent, and then we had long downs, but you were stuck in that covered call from all the IV and all the velocity of the up. But now it's almost like, and then short puts were good on the way down because it was more gradual, but it's almost maybe better the other way now, running covered calls up through this, and then of course this day you could get blown out if you don't just hold through it. But then short puts on this down, this is like too aggressive. This is good for covered calls or even long puts. I didn't do nearly enough on this rally down, or this descending escalator down. I did some, but then I kept waiting for like a green day to basically get puts or get covered calls, and we just never really had that bounce. So I just day after day just dropped 4 or 5%. I just missed out on the whole descend. Oh, flies coming down here. But yeah, I started those short puts and I was a little early. So here's what I'm left with. I don't have many of them on GME. I opened up some today at 29 or Friday. But then these I've had to roll down. These down to 30 strike. So 30 is not bad, like that's a fine price. But I'll probably have to roll them again on Friday. And let me see if I can even see what the roll is on there. Yeah. So here's the roll. Let's just see what we can get today if I try to roll this. Probably way too far. Yeah, even 27's not enough. But this is before earnings, so this premium is going to be less after today. I probably won't even be able to get that. See, even that's I'm at 30, do 29. Don't even want me to do 29. But I wonder if the option that I'm closing, since we'll have IV crush maybe this will lose some also. Because rolling this next week, the IV is low on that 16th or whatever compared to Friday. So maybe that'll look better actually after earnings. Then my BBBY, I got it at what, like 9.5. Very, very long-term account. Split did make things different. The options I've not enjoyed GME options since the split. I was enjoying them less and less before, just because the IV never seemed to really come down. But yeah, since the split, it's that sucked. Just about for the opportunity. Yeah, exactly. I know we never had any relief rallies. And that was stupid. I should just open cover calls and just said screw it. I mean, the premiums weren't in there, but I guess like that day. But that was a huge gap down. I mean, that, yeah, I don't know. Definitely missed a lot of opportunities on the way down. GME drop hard, probably will in the extended hours trading day. Could have a big rally, you know, from where it opens up. Vulcan, I'm wanting to get in on Vulcan, Hellbiz, and all these other ones similar to Birds, but probably more favorably priced. And just swing them. This one I'm looking for like $1.50. Hellbiz is getting close to the price where I want to go in. Market cap on this one's 30 million. Given they only had 4 million revenue. Q2. Vulcan's even more silly. This one's 67 million. 2.3 million revenue in Q2. And then oh yeah, it is Hellbiz. Yeah, so Hellbiz is the direct sympathy to or the direct competitor to Birds. But this one's probably more fairly priced even still, unfortunately. Not dog grooming advice. Yeah, I mean, we've seen him drop it after earnings too. Even, you know, even though it's been dumping into earnings, doesn't mean they can't dump it after, as it did here. And if you recall, this is where Citadel got those new investors or whatever and gave up the board seat for like 1.6 billion or something. Right up here. News that Citadel gave up a board seat, first time ever in their history. And that was, I think, one of our longest down streaks. And this down streak hasn't been as long or as aggressive, but it reminds me of this. This was crazy. This was one of those ones where you were in despair. After this, you thought it's gonna rally here. You had your trough, and then it flushed through that support, and I was like, "What is going on?" Another like 2 weeks coming down. I was like, "This is bad." I don't know if GME's ever gonna make a move again. The whole short thesis, everything was fake. You had this weird little rocket day here, where they talked about the marketplace. So then that gave a little hope. I'm like, all right, something weird is still going on. I can still tell. But then it was just another 2-3 weeks. And then you're like, oh, it's happening. Oh no, new low. But then we caught this divergence, so we knew it was coming up. We played that one all right. Should have played it way better, of course. Honestly, just doing shares on this one, probably on all of them, I would have done better. But we had this RSI divergence on this one, signifying that we're going to rally. Then volume came in, and we went crazy. That was one of the bigger rallies. I know it's big, but look at it though. Over the last two years, depending on how long you've been in this trade, it's been pretty aggressive. Like the velocity and how steep, yes. If you compare it to this though, more gaps here on the weeklies, so it's come down faster. But if we're to match this, we've got a long ways to go still for my levels here. You know what I mean? It's been bad, but this from top to bottom was 65%. And what is that? 63 days. I'll go to that top. We're at 51%. 63 would put us down here. 17. We might, and then it'd be another divergence. Think about that. We came down and made new low. Well, actually, it'd have to be to that low. Let's see this here. We're not setting up for that right now, though. That would have to be on the bounce because our RSI is already too low. For us to have a divergence, we'd have to bounce and then drop lower on a higher RSI. Maybe with this low. I don't think split's killing the cycles. I think the split very well could be one of the nails in the coffin to cause the squeeze. Honestly, I don't think we've seen the fruits of it yet. It's somewhat speculation, but yeah. With all the stuff going on in the back end, with people not receiving shares and stuff, there's time frames of when that has to get kind of sorted out and settled, and I think we're kind of still in that. We're still in that waiting period. I think Jimmy's getting some action here. We've got 3:30. It's not even 10 minutes. Interesting. BBY is not. There's some volume too. Haven't looked at AMC in a long time. Look at this thing. What the heck? This is kind of unusual how detached they are, huh? I haven't really been tracking AMC with GME lately, but look at that. They don't seem... This was when AMC started rallying today. Yeah, GME's getting a little poppy. Hey, Poppy. Come out. No. You have a German friend, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, of course we've compared it with Tesla, and I think NVIDIA were pretty good comparisons with how much time, because these were shorted, and it's possible a lot of this run that Tesla had here was from obligations from the share split. Not necessarily, but it's a possibility. And that was, what do we have? 831, 3 months or so. So we could still be kind of in that period. That'd put us out in, let's see, where was it? That'd put us out in that October area, that T69 cycle also, or C69. So yeah. And I mean, on the long time frame, we're still bullish. Wait, no, we're not. What the heck? What happened? I didn't even notice that last week. I've just been looking at the moving averages. Wow. That happened fast. Yeah, last week we crossed bearish. This is a pretty serious downtrend we've been on. That's true. I just keep looking at the golden cross. I forgot to look at just my weekly indicators. Yeah, I mean, so we still have it in the 50 and the 200. I mean, they're both kind of, the 200 is bringing it down as well as the 50. So if we level out here, this will probably come down and bounce. But man, I haven't looked at the weekly in so long. Yeah, we crossed bearish on it. Yikes, we might see a new low. I don't know, man. That was, to me, that was I guess breaking this support on the bull flag was a pretty pivotal moment. but I guess I wasn't anticipating the bearish MACD on the weekly. I think the GME AMC correlation is more than that. I think it's I think AMC was the hedge against GME once AMC had their squeeze. And before that, they were probably in the same sort of basket of stocks, or swaps or whatever it was. And now I don't know how they balance it or whatever, but they haven't seemed as correlated. But I think it's also with the volatility. So maybe the volatility swaps or whatever Pickle talks about. Because when we see volatility on one or the other, or even BBBY now, that's when we start to see them getting correlated. So when they're just trading low volume and just kind of chilling, you're not seeing much. Falcon making moves. Then there was the whole like the AMC GME market cap, having to keep them balanced, which, wow, AMC's, well, I don't know what happened. AMC with their 8 now, their market cap basically halved, right? Yeah, it was half. So actually AMC's market cap, if you're using that math, is greater than GME right now. That's a big green candle on SPY, even though it's low volume. Not sure what's going on here with GME. Bottom might be in. Kind of want to get more shares, but I think I'll wait. I don't have a whole lot, honestly. BBY's got me tied up. I don't like too many moving averages up here. Yeah, it's crazy. My birds, so I actually sold, I sold some of my birds calls today. I had ones that expired in 41 days. I'm like, I gotta get out of these things because they were 2.5. So very unlikely that they'll be in the money, but they were up today. So when these were all cheap, I was buying them all at basically the minimum of 5 cents. And I remember before when birds was higher, I was able to flip these. Sometimes it'd take a week, but I buy them at 5 cents. I get a good fill. It's illiquid enough, but then if we had a little pop, sometimes I could get basically double my money on it and sell them for 10 cents. So I think I'll probably start doing that again. Because these are up again. These 2.5 calls for January. I mean, I couldn't get, let's see. Yeah, so I probably couldn't. I'd probably break even on them today, but I mean, the price has dumped since I bought these. So if you look at the option chart, you can kind of see just where the range is, where to buy, where to sell. Zoom that out. Look at that. It's just been flat. So if you can get it on these 5 strikes or these 5 cents, you know, you could have an order for 10 and maybe you'll get filled. Like today, at 15, you could probably get filled at 10. So yeah, I've got an order to buy more birds calls. I shorted BBBY calls today. Oh well. Shorted the 8 strike calls. Yeah, the hedge theory. I mean, I saw it in plain sight when AMC was ripping and GME wasn't. Back when it squeezed, you know, whatever, a year ago. And AMC halted, and then it was like algos immediately switched to GME to maintain margin. And GME basically took all the volume and all the buying pressure, and it immediately started going up. And just a huge green candle until right when AMC came back. Then AMC took it, and then GME came back down. So once I saw that, I'm like, all right, there's definitely seems like there's a hedge. If that's still kind of in place the same way directly, I'm not sure, but that's when I kind of stopped with AMC. What's up, JR? Yeah, GME's making a little pre-earnings move here. I'm not sure. Still a ton of Apple buying. No, that's a smart play. Apple's at what, all-time highs still? Again? GME at 23 is, if you're looking at the trading range, I mean, unless if we have a total market crash, this is historically a very good price point. If you're, you know, over the course of the last couple of years. So, oh, it's not that high anymore. I thought this was just, I guess that was a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I watched the Apple event. They confirmed they partnered with GSAT, and now it's dumping. Sell the news. 90 million volume today. 65 just in that hour. Crazy. That's why you sell the news. Okay, so I'm actually trying to get back out of my short calls on BBBY. It's the stupidest short calls at this price. Wait till the very bottom and a green day. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna short it. I'm thinking GME earnings, if it dumps, I feel like BBY will probably move some down with it. ISPO calls I'm trying to get out of. They're not liquid enough. Donro, you're right. Too sketchy. I got out of some of them today, actually, for break even. Bluetooth took a bad move. I actually got a short position on Tesla. Yeah. This still could be a good play to the upside. This is up 3%. Still have this megaphone top. I blew through that. I don't have as much time on this Tesla play as I like. I'm kind of just getting it for CPI, anticipating we come down for it, or after it. Alright, here comes SPY. A move back to VWAP. I think I'd like that, because I'd still like to get calls. Wait a minute. We have a divergence there. But that's hourly, and the hourly divergences I don't really trust. If you look at the MACD, there's no divergence on that. A low volume today, though. I think GME's settling down. Apron. One of you guys from Discord keeps playing Apron. The IV on it's so high. I don't know if you can make a lot. Oh, there's General Motors. Oh, ISPO is coming down. So I might sell my HSDT shares when it's time to buy more GME shares. Because I don't want to wait for that, and I'm more confident on GME. Spider over 3982. It's all about time frame. What time frame? Sprinkling just a little dabble of capital. 165ish noise. Peter Hand's tweet? No, I didn't see Peter Hand's tweet. Trade spotting. Yeah, I've seen Trade Spotting's channel. Okay. I like to get those ISPO calls. Here comes SPY. On back down. I don't know what this move on GME was, and I don't know what that move on BBY was today. Oddly bullish. I'll get rid of this line. We know today's earnings. This has been such a clean down angle. Just escalator. So for my calls on GameStop, shares would try and just kind of dip by, but calls, dip by doesn't always work that well, because if you just have flat, you'll lose to theta typically. So yeah, if you time this day perfectly for calls expired up here, or this day, then yeah, but the calls, getting them here wouldn't necessarily be much more, if not cheaper, than you would have got them here. So what I'm looking for this time, I'm gonna hold a heavier weight to actually just the borrow fee here on iBorrow Desk. And I was looking at this before, and the borrow fee was going down. I'm like, it's not a big deal. But then the chart started to look bearish. I'm like, okay, so it matters. So now I'm waiting for the upside, and first we need it to flatten out. It's kind of flattened out. 11.2 we've stuck with pretty good. Today's 10.6, but that's pretty much in the same range, I would say. But what I'm going to wait for is basically borrow fee is starting to increase, and then look for maybe some volume, some price action on GME, or not, or just go for it at that point. Because if you look, this line is the close, basically what GME's price has been. Here's the borrow fee, kind of messed up in here because the split. Let's see right here, but basically the borrow fee always starts to front run the price action. So from here, you know, I was at 2% forever, and then it started to come up 3%, 4%. So 2% to 4%, that's 100% increase, which is a lot. Price also came up, and yeah, so basically trying to just go long at that point. Same thing happened here. At a bounce, super bullish. Fee hadn't really started going up until at this point though. And then even had a last little dip. So I'm gonna kind of wait for the borrow fee, I think. I'm gonna try to on this run if I remember. I need to probably make a note. But here we are now post split, and it's basically just come down. But now it's at least leveling out. So come October or whenever, once that borrow fee starts coming up, probably look for some calls, and probably a month of time, or debit spreads. We'll see what the IV is at that point. Sell cover calls in general. I didn't sell a whole lot on this trip down, but basically months ago I reduced my position, my core position, so I sold less covered calls. When I had a huge position of shares, I had to sell covered calls, but since I reduced my share position, I'm selling less covered calls basically. But yeah, I wouldn't say this is the time really to sell covered calls. When our RSI is at 25 and we've just taken an escalator down from 45, almost, 50 something percent, this isn't really the time. Unless you're trying to get in and out and scalp them. At least to me it isn't. RC, I don't see him talking, and after what happened to CFO of BBY, I feel like he's probably going to even be more of a hobbit or a gnome or a troll, or yeah, I guess that would actually be a troll, but not in the sense of Twitter troll, but an actual troll where he's under the radar. Yeah, I think we could see a bounce on GME potentially tomorrow. But before that, I think we could see a low, like a 21 or maybe even 20, maybe even retest these lows down here, the 19, high 19s. But then a big move up. Like I was saying, could be something similar to this. So earnings, big gap down, but then we rally the next day back up to close. So the bounce it might not be from where we are. That's the thing. It might be a bounce from like 20 back up here to 24, right? So, and then I think probably going to do a bit of a trough, maybe a retest of that low, whatever that low ends up being tomorrow, and then rally. Just similar to other times we've actually been this low on the RSI, really, with this trough period. And this was that divergence. It'd be nice if we had a nice clean divergence or some sort of indicator we could see to give us some foresight. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate it, buddy. Open up market at 19, maybe. Yeah, I mean, they really could. Shorting in the after hours is easy for them, especially with news and earnings and volatility. And they can, that's when they move it. Even if it's good, they can move it, either way. And then that's a time when people take positions and reduce positions, during earnings, whether they're good or not. Win 3. 3. Yeah, I think you're talking single digits, maybe in a proper market crash, like proper. Like this, 2008, or no, that's COVID. This didn't come down enough. This just had a lot of velocity. A sustained bear market with crashes that happened during that, like here 2008 or 2001. Maybe you could see single digits, but I don't think we're gonna have that crash that soon. So GME moving down, I think it would move down from a higher level, but probably wouldn't get that low. Probably just retest the lows it's at, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, 9 I guess would be, I'd probably see it hanging out at 10. 10 would probably have a lot of buying power, a lot of support down there. 3, not really sure. Atrocious earnings. I'm hopeful that they cut some of their costs. Right, we know they did. I'm hopeful that it looks better on their balance sheet and their expenses. They can just cut expenses like pretty heavily, and they did. They closed stores and cut staff, like every other company. I think the share compensation for the employees I don't think that'll really have much of an effect. That's a pretty small amount, I think, really. NFT money is not what I thought it'd be. It's not right now. They were in a crypto winter, and the only thing they've really released are images. I guess you can get music on there. I don't know, but there's just not. There's not any money. The money's not hot anymore. When NFTs were hot, money was loose. People were buying something that basically had no value. So yeah, and I think that's only going to get worse. I mean, people are only going to be strapped for cash more, most likely, in the next year or so. So unless it has some utilitarian value, then it probably won't make a whole lot. $4,000 volume day. I mean, what are you comparing it to? There's like 3 other main marketplaces. You know what they do per day right now? Yeah, if it gets put in a game, that's why I say some utility. I guess that's not utilitarian in a sense because it's still kind of fake, but something where people see value or has a use case more than just trading images. Yeah, like skins in games or weapons or vehicles or whatever. I definitely think that there could be some money in that. Even in a recession environment. And then definitely in a, I guess, would it be expansion environment? bullish economic environment, whatever that's called. The opposite of recession. Can't think of it. There's literally what? Yeah. Okay. $13 million a day on OpenSea. That's their trading volume. So the amount of dollars transacted a day. That's what I guess. Are those the numbers you're comparing? Let's see. I think I have it here. Wasn't here. Trading total. Yeah. Level 2 quotes. NFT stats. So adjusted daily average Ethereum. $19,000 adjusted daily average Ethereum. This is dollars though. At current Ethereum, 21. Oh, that's million, never mind. 19 million. What numbers were you getting that from? Trading volume, you're saying. $13.6 million in trading volume, right? I mean, what's this number? 19 million adjusted daily average Ethereum. The 4,000 you're saying? You're talking profits from that, I think, not trading volume. You're comparing two different things, I believe. Okay, well here's OpenSea stats, but this says 19 million, right? I don't think GME's marketplace is past OpenSea's at this point, so $13,000 Ethereum. Maybe that's because it's average daily. It's not today's. Is that what you're getting at? Could be. I don't. You're saying on here it says that? Hold on, I'll look at it. You guys look at the ticker. Eyes coming down. I'm gonna have to get in those. Oh, 3:55. I got 5 minutes. Got that 10 minutes of volatility. Alright, SPY. I'm gonna get a call for Friday. I want it to keep coming down. Because shorter term TA to me still looks bullish. We even have actually an RSI divergence, even though it's on the hourly. Oh, we actually have it on here too. So probably mostly consolidation, more or less, but in the after hours, I could see a little bit of a move to the upside. And if not, maybe during trading day. $97, $98. The spreads on SPY options, I love it. It's 1 cent. Come on down. If it stays this high, I'm not as bullish for the after hours. Today's a pretty big day too, 1.7% on SPY. I don't know if I'm liking it. Engulfing candle would have to be lower than this wick. Did have a nice tick up on the RSI though. The low volume doesn't show much conviction. I'm doing it. I wish it'd come down more though. What the heck? Come down to VWAP. Real quick. Real quick. Just put an order in there. Yeah, so 398. Let's see if I get a fill. I should. Hasn't filled. There it is. All right. Nice. Jay Hartman, he rode those calls to the end of the day. Well done, dude. 450%. Legit. I don't think I would have held them that long, especially dailies. That's awesome. Proper. Okay, I don't think I need to do anything else before close. Ooh, maybe my BPY. That's holding up oddly well. Oh, there it comes by. Okay, so yeah, that's average. Let me look on the website you gave. Because this is showing... Does this one show GME also? Okay, marketplaces. Volume 9.4 million. I'm not expecting, like it's always been less than OpenSea, which I'm not expecting it to surpass that. Not until it gets, like I said, something with games or music or movies. There are a ton on here. Does it not have GameStops? I don't even... Users? $398 calls. Calls done. Jerome Powell does speak tomorrow. Is that before open? These are just overnight calls. So I've been doing overnight SPY plays. Earnings, the filing can come out at any time, so you guys keep an eye on it. When it comes out, we will keyword search, their filings for, I guess, DRS numbers, updates on NFT. So we'll search NFT, search DRS, search computer share. $24 each. Well done, random bits. All right, so I'm looking on the website you gave, DAP Radar. I don't know why it's not showing. I don't see GME on here even. Is it further down? I don't see a search either. Is it on there? I don't see it. Whoa, Jimmy moved up in the after hours. Did their fine come out? Let's see. So no. The media gets it first, so they'll have articles coming out before we're even able to see it. I think this is the quickest spot to get it from. So yeah, you guys refresh that, and then we'll just we'll do some keyword searches again. I don't think the earnings call is until, they said 5 on this thing when I started it. So maybe it'll be 4:30. But I don't know. All right, thanks, Don. Yeah, random vids. I think it could. Still looking at this, trying to find, yeah, so that is average. This is average. This is average since it opened, I guess. This doesn't give daily what it did today. Except for here. Is this it? Is this where you get it from? 8.8 Ethereum. That's what it did yesterday. So that, I guess you could go off of that. And we're comparing it to OpenSea, the largest NFT marketplace. It's been around for years. And they did 15 Ethereum. That's what you're comparing, right? Or 15, yeah, 15 Ethereum. Like 15,000 Ethereum. Okay. So, yes, GME Marketplace is not as active as OpenSea. That is true. And GME Marketplace, most likely, I'd say most users at this point are, majority I would say are just GME investors. And that's why the volume, I think, has died off quite a bit, because there was hype when it came out. People got into it, people were buying and selling, trading, and without any new partnerships or new content on there outside of images, it still doesn't have market share. But I think with it being on layer 2 and the low gas fees, I think it definitely could surpass even OpenSea in the future, even without some revolutionary, game skins or music or movies. Just if you can trade with way less fees, you are eventually going to take the market share, unless if your UI or something is just awful. No, has not been released yet. I think this is you'll probably see news articles first, because they get it long before. They get it like an hour or two before, so they can write up their hit pieces. Let's see. Oh, notes like that. Okay, I'm gonna type a note. Buy calls when borrow fee increases. Yes. Okay. Nothing in here yet. Seems like something came out. 4%. We got some volume. 5%. 6%. 6.7%. I think something probably came out. 7%. And nothing so far. Looks like it came out though, based on that candle and that volume. Out on news or out on here? Because I don't see it here. Not on the quarterly results. On the SEC filings yet. It's out in media. Yeah, news articles. Of course they get it before we do. Net sales are 1.136 billion for the quarter, compared to 1.183. Let's see here. Okay, you can see the ticker. In the prior year's second quarter. Wow. I don't know what expectations were, but that's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually, considering we're in a recession and we weren't last year. So the fact that it's even close to what it was this time last year, I think is pretty impressive. Sales attributable to collectibles, yes, Funko, which is a segment of the company intends to grow over the long term, were 223 million for the quarter compared to 177 million in the prior year's second quarter. So yeah, Funko, they should probably just buy Funko. The fact that that's increasing again into a recession is pretty legit. Selling, general, and administrative expenses were 387 million for the quarter, representing a sequential decline of 14.3%. Selling, general, and administrative. Oh, that's good. Their expenses went down by 14% year over year, right? For the quarter, from the first quarter of 2022, and reflecting in part the company's focus on right sizing costs following a period of significant investment in long-term initiatives. So that's good. I don't know if that's year over year. From the first quarter. Oh, just from the first quarter. Okay. Okay. So that's reflecting them closing stores and firing people, basically, I think. Inventory was 738 million at the close of the quarter compared to 590. They have more inventory at the close of prior year's second quarter, reflecting the company's focus on maintaining adequate in-stock levels to meet customer demand and offsetting lingering supply chain headwinds. This is good, but I don't think they should be doing that anymore. That's interesting. I didn't know they were still trying to beef up their inventory. Most companies are now flush with inventory and are trying to unload now, so we're starting to get deals. And I think in the next year we're going to see a lot of good deals. But where to hear Walmart, even Amazon. It's interesting that they have increased their inventory. Followed the launch of the company's digital wallet by launching the company NFT marketplace to allow gamers, creators, collectors, and others to buy, sell, and trade NFTs. The store in the middle. Modernize and strengthen the company's system through the implementation of SAP. That's like, did something else come out? What the heck? Did their other filing come out? I better read through this faster. Ended the period with cash. That's a significant move after the move like that. Are we seeing, is BBY moving with this? Anything else moving with this? Just curious for... No. AMC is freaking buggers. They're still tied. It's that volatility though, that's what I'm saying. Ended the period with cash and cash equivalents of 900, as well as no debt with low interest unsecured term loan. Wait, so they closed their debt with France? Ended the period with cash and cash equivalents of 909 million or 908 million. So they have less than $1 billion now, as well as no other debt other than, okay, so they still have the French government, that loan. So them pulling out of the S&P rating agency or whatever could be because of merger acquisition, FTX partnership. Okay, that makes sense. Partnership. Okay, thanks for keeping it updated, Don. That makes sense. That's what that pop is from. Today announced that it has entered into a partnership with FTX. Partnership is intended to introduce more GameStop customers to FTX's community and its marketplaces for digital assets. In addition to collaborating with FTX on new e-commerce and online marketing initiatives, GameStop will begin carrying FTX gift cards in select stores. Due to the term of the partnership, GameStop will be FTX's preferred retail partner in the United States. Financial terms of the partnership have not been disclosed. So that's good. I don't know anything about FTX. I want to look into it. Them just selling their gift cards, it's kind of a silly... Okay, so it's a crypto exchange. Oh, that FTX. Interesting. Oh yeah, FTX is huge actually. Huh. So if they've partnered with them, what does it mean? Yeah, I like to hear that they're their preferred retail partner in the United States. That seems pretty big. Okay. Let's keep going here. So that conference call information webcast. Yeah, this says 5 p.m. for the conference call, which we will be on. There's a breakdown. Yeah, them partnering, just them selling the FTX gift cards is, I mean, it's not very big news, but I would say them being the preferred retail partner, that's pretty vague, but that could be very good. How else? I mean, so what does that mean? How else are they going to be? So will this? No, because GME's marketplace is an NFT marketplace. Will this somehow be integrated with their NFT marketplace? I don't know. 13 weeks ended July 30th and July 31st. 13 weeks ended. Okay, so this is year over year. This is this quarter. Net sales slightly down, which I think is pretty good. I don't know what estimates were for any of this stuff, so yeah. Cost of sales, gross profit. Gross profit is down. Net loss is up. That's not good. Loss before. So negative 30.36 EPS. I think that's estimates were what, 0.35? Means GameStop will be selling a means for the average person to buy crypto products. I guess it's all part of the ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah. Preferred but not exclusive. That's true. Wants to trade their stock as an NFT. I suppose a partnership with a crypto exchange, that wouldn't be necessary for them to have their stock traded as a on the blockchain though. But yeah, they could use it. Finally seeing an easy way for your average Joe to trade fiat to buy crypto. Why is a partnership with GameStop, with FTX and GameStop, why does that make it easier for the average Joe to buy crypto assets? Why can't they just get FTX or Coinbase or something already? I don't understand. I don't see how the partnership makes it. I don't understand the integration there. I don't see it. Oh, negative 0.42. So this is super bullish. They beat earnings estimates. Legit. Oh, you're saying estimates were 0.38. They still beat. Yeah, I heard something 0.30. Sounds like either or though they beat. So many players already offered cryptocurrency. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see how this makes it easier. Will like the associates in GameStop stores be signing people up for FTX exchange accounts? IBRK sent me an email saying 0.42. PayPal, Coinbase. Yep. Gonna have to wait for the. Well, I'm probably dumping my calls at open tomorrow if this holds up. It could also be for countries' banks that do not allow you to deposit from banks. Right? How would GameStop partnering with FTX change that though? Isn't that FTX already has? What is GME adding to that? I guess. Cost of sales, gross profit. So negative 30. I want to see it on the chart. So it's worse than last year over year. I'm not sure why that is actually, but we'll look at that later. What's this down here? Oh, it's unaudited, guys. We can't trust it. It's all unaudited. Scrub it. It's fake. Net sales 2,500 year over year. So that's good. What am I reading? Oh, this is 26 weeks. Okay. So an increase of net sales on a longer time frame, basically, year over year. Right? Yeah. So 26 weeks. More sales. Cost of sales higher. That makes sense. Gross profits lower. I guess that's probably because of cost of sales. That makes more sense now. Yeah, inflation, cost of goods, everything's higher. You'd hope that's carried over to sale price, but can't always work that way. If you're trying to be the cheapest or affordable at least. Net loss. Net loss is a lot higher. Not good. Loss per share, 0.88. This is 26 weeks. So this is what, last 2 quarters, I guess? And this we're looking at just for July. Current assets. Yep, 908 million at 1.7 billion before. Oh, this is year over year. Wait. Yeah. Receivables, total current assets. Yeah, they've spent a little money. They still have a significant amount coming to potentially a huge financial crash of the whole economy. They're going to want to have a pretty big piggy bank to rely on, I would say. So that's good. Total liabilities and stockholders' equity. Yeah, that's that bad EPS. 13 weeks. Cash flow. Can't buy LRC or ETH in Austria or even access the NFT marketplace website. Right. Owner of FTX worked at Jane Street. GME trades NFTs and you can buy, sells cryptos on NFTs, is my guess. FTX is my Plaid 2.0. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The gift cards thing, like, that's not great, but preferred partner's good. And yeah, hopefully there's more to it than just more to the partnership. That I don't even know why they would announce that as a partnership if they're just going to be carrying FTX gift cards. That seems like a not significant enough, but When I was a young boy from Cambodia. Inventory constraint. That's probably true. I'm kind of surprised that they keep adding to their inventory. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know the back end. I don't know what's going on, but other big e-commerce companies and even retail stores, from what I've heard, are flush with inventory because we had this whipsaw effect of supply chain and inflation. So it's like buy assets, supply chain's getting bad, stock up, you might not be able to buy it. So now we're kind of going into we haven't yet, but into a deflationary where, you know, the value of those things are going to go down as people can't afford it. So maybe it's too early for that. So maybe there's still plenty of time. I'm not sure, but I thought I heard that from other big companies that there were going to be crazy good deals like this Black Friday, for example, because all this extra inventory that they bought that they're now having to dump, basically. But I don't know. I guess it's good not to run out of inventory, though. That's definitely true. Okay, I like this one. Basic diluted. So that it seems like they beat all of their all of the different EPS estimates. Digital stock market people. Yeah, FTX is FTX, is that more of a European? I don't know. Are they like geared more for like European as a European crypto exchange? Or no, they're just whatever. They're just a direct competitor with Coinbase or whatever. Anyone like that. For some reason I thought that was like the Euro type exchange. Ben H, what was your... I didn't even see it. Yeah, Ben. Longer than 15 minutes? Ooh, I doubt it'll be longer than 15 minutes. If it's longer than 10 minutes, I'm having a shot tonight. TKO. Inventory expansion doesn't create a loss unless they wrote something off. Short. We do live streams like every earnings. Jonathan, where you been? Yeah, we've done it for years. Done earnings live streams. What, Ben H? I don't know what you're referring to. Need a real call at this point. Answer questions. I haven't heard them planning to have questions in this earnings call, but if they do, they might just scrub it at the last minute. But the other day where Amazon was idling a certain warehouse. I did see that. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I've seen Amazon, I don't know, closing or shutting down a lot of warehouses because, yeah, they're not buyers exactly. Sellers' products keep them open. Yeah, that was one thing I saw. Yeah, that's true. What were trying to say? Overbuilt during the pandemic. Beat net sales, beat EPS, and reduce operating cost of sales. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know expectations on the net sales. They did reduce operating cost, which is good. I think you got it right for the most part. Dollars distribute. Sell direct empty. No worries, Jonathan. No worries, mate. Well, I want to look at some other news on it because they beat EPS. See how they spin this. More to follow. More to follow. What is all this? Benzinga, my favorite, reported quarterly losses of 35 cents per share, which beat analyst expectations of 38. So not by much, but a small beat on EPS at least. This is 84% decrease over losses of 0.19 cents per share from the same time last year. Probably. Sales miss, it says. Estimates was 1.27 billion. 1.14, so a small miss on sales expectations. DRS numbers are out. Did the next filing come out? Let's see here. So we just looked at the 8K, right? Oh, here it is. Let's look at the chart while we're doing this. So holding up at 9%, not bad. Where'd that go? Here we go. $71 million was Reddit's estimate. No, the DRS bot has actually been really accurate, I think. Can I not do it on here? Okay, let's see. I know you guys want to know computer share. What's the search for it? Registered shares. Registered as 71.3 million shares. Wow. Wait a minute. That's because that's okay. That's with the split, so I'm like confused on what that even is. What was the estimate? Good job, GDM. Good job, Don. Thanks, guys. Estimate was 66 million. Oh, they underestimated. 66 million for that time frame? I suppose so. Wow. And yet, we've still been dropping like crazy. Just kidding. I know DRSing doesn't necessarily just make it go up. Let's look at NFT. Share sales are pretty low considering everything. Post split, still good. Faster than estimated. Yeah, it seems like it picked up. But I'm surprised that the bot or whatever didn't catch that. It picked up after, can't even remember what happened. Oh, after all the crazy stuff with all you guys in Germany and Europe and all over the world that weren't getting their shares, and then they were getting DWOC shares and opening their accounts with short positions. I think that accelerated a lot of people DRSing. During the 3 months ended July 30th, 2022, we launched beta versions of our non-custodial digital asset wallet and peer-to-peer non-fungible token marketplace that will enable purchases, sales, and trades of NFTs. Revenues earned related to our NFT digital asset wallet marketplace are recognized in net sales. Okay, in our condensed consolidated statement of operations. Revenues earned from our digital asset. Here, let me pump this up. Sorry, guys. Too big. Revenues earned related to our NFT digital asset wallet. Consider that. Revenues earned from our digital asset wallet and NFT marketplace were not material to the condensed consolidated financial statements for the 3 and 6 months ended. True. Okay, yeah. During the 6 months, we sold an aggregate of 34 million shares. Generated 1.6 billion. Okay, I want to see. So it's in here. We have to break this down. 28% of the float? What? How's it 28%? I thought they were estimating it's over 50. So we're gonna have to find the net sales. There's no way we're gonna see what's from the marketplace because they just added it onto here, right? Has anyone broken down the NFT marketplace revenue from transactions? I don't know how you could extract it from this. Net sales decreased 4%. and increased 2% respectively for the 3 and 6 months ended July 30th compared to the prior year. For the 3 months ended July 30th, gross profits. What else did we want to look at? Yeah, shares outstanding, maybe not the free float. Earnings call. Maybe it starts right now, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I can't play. Let's see. Okay, we're still good. It might start soon though. Let's see, can I? Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, got that playing. I might be able to separate the audio tracks. Again. I have a third audio track. I'm not gonna mess with it right now. But yeah, we're listening for the earnings call. So we saw DRS numbers. What else did we want to see? Oh, here we go. Our strategic and operational risks related to our new digital asset products and services may not achieve our desired results and may expose us to new risk. Uh-oh. Late May 2022. We're also pursuing and plan to continue to pursue other business and strategic initiatives associated with digital assets and blockchain technology. The digital asset economy is highly competitive. This isn't really saying anything, I don't think. Earnings call, I think it should be right now, actually. I have it pulled up here. We're just waiting to hear for them to come on. Digital assets. Did you guys search through here at all? Did you find anything interesting? Just DRS, all that matters. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to get numbers on their marketplace, and that one. I guess you could do the math on it, just based on their trading data. Yeah, FTX partnership. For Central, maybe for Central, or maybe right now. But it hasn't happened yet, so I feel like it could come on any minute. Turn this down a little bit. This said 5, but I'm not sure. Those are corrected. What? Are we waiting on any other? That's it, right? The 10Q and the 8K? Current reports, quarter filings. Yeah, okay. Yeah, their collectibles business is... That's really good. That's doing the best out of anything, I think, for them. Zero is all that matters. 5 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I usually just talk time zones on Eastern, what the market trades on. Yeah, see, hardware and accessories. Performance obligation. Oh, is this with IMX? Performance obligations? We have arrangements with customers where our performance obligations are satisfied over time. Primarily relate to extended warranties. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh, that's their magazine. Abilities. Contract balances. So, since we're getting a bounce, 5 p.m. Okay, yeah, I mean that's what they said on the thing. But Bunko stock, is it rallying? Would it rally because of the GME earnings? Nah, that's unrelated, I think. Maybe. Could be. I guess that does give a little insight to Funko. Chart past DRS numbers to current? Chart it? No, what do you mean? It's gone up. At a steady pace, with some levels of volatility to the upside when certain external events have happened and pushed people emotionally to DRS as some way to fight the man. That's how I would chart it. Oh, coffee. So yeah, let's see. With a bounce here. Oops. We just basically back up to that resistance. 28 or so. Wait, no, it's down here, 26. Yeah, we might open tomorrow just basically where we were. But that's fine. We might not get that huge move down from earnings. Could still get it tomorrow, but I think it'll be a short time lived down here. Sub 25 bucks a share is is a pretty good buy as a trader, as an investor. Just looking at the ranges, simply this is the stock is in demand down here. You can see comes down here, volume comes in, and it doesn't like to drop. So anywhere down here I think is a pretty good buy. Today's volume was pretty good. 11 million. Is that like counting after hours somehow too? And that late day volume. Wonder if this was the FTX partnership released early. Some leaky. 10% after hours, not bad. Yeah, computershare.net. Chart it. That's true. You can put on an actual chart. 71 million. That's what is that? 50%? I don't remember what's the float now. No, that's not at all. What happened there? They said 71 million, right? That's 36% of the float, right? My math right? Wait, you guys are saying this? Is that 36% of the float? What was all that 50% of the float talk? I know, I was reading some of that. Yeah, they said it's not quite on the 10Q page. Yeah, there's a performance. Wait, where is it? I know, they kind of try to temper expectations. Yeah, 71. Right. So it is 36% of the float then. Right? Oh, that's true. Well, the free float is above 50%. Float including... Oh. The float including... Oh, that's the 50% number we're hearing. That's not the actual free float, that's the... unless this is not quite right. Yeah, let me see that page 19. Yeah, I think I was kind of starting to read that. I wanted to stop really quick till I got bearish. Oh yeah, their credit facility. That's good. I wonder what their rates are on that. Operating activities. Not on here. Oh, I was reading it somewhere. Where is it? Page 19 on the 10Q. Not 19, right? Cash flows from investing activities were an inflow of 46 million, or an outflow of 28 million. 28. Oh, here it is. This is what they made on it, right? Wait, investing activities? Is this the marketplace? Inflow of 46 million compared to an outflow of 28 million during the same period last year. Cash provided by investing activities during the 6 months, July 30th, was primarily attributable to proceeds from the sale of digital assets. Right? That's the marketplace, offset by technological investments and investments in tuna fulfillment centers. Cash used in investing activities during the 6 months was primarily attributable to higher capital expenditures. I'm gonna turn off that music for now. We're still waiting. Still got it up here. We'll wait till closer to 5. Don, I didn't see it on page 19. I did see it somewhere though, them talking about their marketplace. We're taking steps that includes increasing the size of our addressable market by offering vast product selection and growing our product catalog across PC gaming. Seen that? Collectibles, that's good. Consumer electronics, toys, augmented reality. How are they doing that? Virtual reality, blockchain technology, and other categories that represent the natural extensions of our business. Building a superior customer experience supported by seamless in-store and e-commerce experience with speedy delivery to our customers. Strengthening technology capabilities by investing in new systems, modernized e-commerce assets, and experienced talent base, and launching new technology products. Improving margins through operational discipline and accelerated growth in higher margin collectibles and pre-owned product categories while building critical mass in new business initiatives. That's good. We want to do those improving margins. Earn 28 million building for 6 months, recover all plus profit in the next 6 months. Like 45 a day on marketplace fees, it's not much. Alright, I'll look at 19 again. You're talking about a short little blurb. I think they go into it longer somewhere else, actually. I'll search NFT again. Ensuring cost structure is sustainable relative to our revenue performance by aligning expenses to the size and growth of our business, including taking steps to optimize our workforce to operate nimbly and support our transformation needs. By executing on these priorities, we will create a compelling experience for customers and be positioned to invest pragmatically and opportunistically in growth initiatives, while focusing on maintaining a strong balance sheet. In connection with our cost reduction efforts, we expect to see favorable impacts to our selling, general and administrative expenses. We believe these efforts are critical to achieve sustained profitability to enable long-term value creation for our stockholders. Thank you for mentioning us. Okay, go back to 19, see what you're talking about. On May, we received a request from the staff. What page is that? The voluntary production of documents and information concerning us into the trading activity, our securities, and the securities of other companies. Issue subpoena calling for additional documents as follow-up initial request. complete production of the requested documents and have been and intend to continue to cooperate fully with SEC. Yeah. Yeah, is it on this page? Oh, here's the partnership. No, that's not IMX. Is the FTX partnership in here? Maybe not, huh? This is where I saw it. 21. Strategic and operational risks related to digital asset initiatives. 23 other information. Yeah, that's nothing new on the SEC investigation, all right? I mean, that's... Like, I thought they said they completed this, everything that the SEC needed last report. The particular assets could be deemed to be securities in development regarding the treatment of digital assets in our tax laws. Part of opportunity still, plus this base can continue to be valuable for those who bars on rare games. Oh, a separate document on the thanks. Yeah, that as games get larger and storages on consoles haven't kept up with it at all. It's atrocious. And then how large like the updates and the DLCs and everything, like you can't have hardly any games. It's ridiculous. Gone are the days of having like a library of like 100 games, unless you want hard copies. So it's definitely still there. Decentralized cryptographic protocols. We're pursuing and plan to continue to pursue our other business and strategic initiatives associated with digital assets and blockchain technology. The digital asset economy is highly competitive and rapidly evolving, with frequent launches of new or improved products and services and frequent entry of new competitors in the US and internationally. Engaging these new initiatives exposes us to a variety of risks, including our ability to successfully develop, obtain, or introduce new and improved competitive, efficient, and effective products, systems, and processes, attract, maintain, and grow our user base, and hire and retain the necessary personnel to support these activities. If, and to the extent we are unable to successfully execute these initiatives, we may incur unanticipated costs and losses, and face other adverse consequences, such as negative reputational effects. Just seems kind of strange to put that in this report. In addition, the actual effects of may incur unanticipated costs and losses and face other adverse consequences, such as negative... Oh, I just read that. In addition, the actual effects of pursuing these initiatives may differ, possibly materially, from the benefits that we expect to realize from them, such as the generation of additional revenues. In addition, the actual effects of pursuing these initiatives may differ, possibly materially, from the benefits. So they might not generate additional revenues, basically, like they're hoping for. Yeah, the consoles, it's ridiculous. And then updates to games are like 30 gigs or 50 gigs, just like ridiculous. Yeah, so this is definitely pumping the brakes a bit on the marketplace and tempering expectations. I mean, maybe their expectations were too high coming into a crypto winter and a recession and the biggest speculative bubble of all time slowly being popped. Digital assets are a novel asset class that carries unique risks, including extreme price volatility. Cryptocurrencies, digital assets, digital currencies, coins, tokens, NFTs, stablecoins, and other digital or crypto assets or instruments that are issued and transferred using distributed ledger or blockchain technology, collectively referred to herein as digital assets, are a new and evolving asset class. The characteristics of particular digital assets within the broad asset class may differ significantly. Is it differ? Differ. I think I always say differ. 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 Okay. We receive payments in digital assets in connection with certain of our digital asset products and services. We also invest and expect to continue to invest in the future directly or indirectly in or through digital assets, which may include but are not limited to sales and pre-sales of certain digital assets, whether by token issuance, agreements, or other methods. There is no guarantee that these investments will maintain their value as measured against fiat currencies. Digital assets continue to be an emerging asset class based on emerging technologies. An investment in digital assets is subject to a number of factors relating to the capabilities and development of blockchain technologies, such as the infancy of their development, their dependence on the internet and other technologies, their dependence on the role played by miners, validators, and developers, and the potential for malicious activity, among other factors. Further, there can be no assurance that the blockchain technology on which digital assets are transacted does not have undiscovered flaws that may allow for such digital assets to be compromised, resulting in the loss of some or all of our investments in such digital assets. Finally, the intrinsic value of digital assets is particularly uncertain and difficult to determine due to the novel and rapidly changing nature of digital asset markets. There can be no assurance that digital assets will maintain their value in the future, or that acceptance of using digital assets as currency or to make payments by mainstream retail merchants and commercial businesses, or for any other uses, will continue to grow. Moreover, due to the novelty of the asset class and the evolving patchwork of regulatory oversight of digital asset markets, fraud and market manipulation are not uncommon in such markets, all of which could negatively impact the value of our digital asset investments and have an adverse impact on the value of an investment in our business. Big crypto crash. Yeah, they're just talking about I think the volatility. A lot of that's just that extreme price volatility, I think, with digital assets, more or less. Better be early if it does take off. Crash, they're getting delayed, and then they're too ahead of Web3. I don't think they got in too late. What do you mean too late? Like, they got in too late to sell, if they're trying to sell super highly inflated NFT images, then yeah, they missed that. But as far as NFTs, I think it's really just beginning. What about a blockchain stock exchange? Including as to whether particular assets could be deemed to be securities and developments regarding human digital assets and their tax laws. We use third parties to custody most of our digital asset investments. The financial institutions, exchanges, or other third parties we select to custody our digital assets may become insolvent or subject to cybersecurity attacks, causing us to lose all or a portion of our digital assets held by those custodians. It's a pretty grim outlook. Saying all the risks, basically. Maybe subject to hacking. After marketplace, create unique risks. Okay. Wow, a lot on just legalities of NFTs and stuff in here. And the risks, anti-money laundering and sanctions laws and regulations. Oh, this is what you're talking about, Don? We intend to continue cooperating fully with the SEC staff regarding this matter. Inquiry is not expected to adversely impact us. GIF. 6 minutes. Oh, they're year over year. You have to think about where the economy was in the overall market and the consumer was a year ago at this time. You know, September of last year, I remember thinking the market's crashing. I was like, all the data, everything shows markets always crash in September. It's way inflated. We're crashing. But I was over a year early. And There was hot money still. There was stimulus. People were just getting mailed checks. Like, for them to even be close to that. And I think probably next quarter, well, next quarter it'll be better month over month just because it's Christmas and stuff, I'd imagine. But year over year, I probably expect it to keep coming down. If you're comparing this to other companies in the space, retail, you know, Best Buy, even Amazon, you're probably going to see similar results. Money's expensive now. That being said, being in the gaming space, I wouldn't say it's not like a necessity, like, you know, food and energy, shelter. But as far as entertainment, this one does hold up as one of the better ones during a recession or tough economic times. Video games, even movie theaters and stuff. But I think gaming probably more than a lot. So whereas other ones might come down more than maybe a GameStop would or something in the gaming space. Takes NFT dividend. Maybe. Any large time horizons. That's bullish. I like that. GME. They have their they have a Twitch. There's a Twitch streaming. GameStop has a Twitch channel. What's this mean? Indicate by check mark. Oh, okay. Let's see. What's the? Oh, is this thing 3 minutes? Get in there. Holding up 11%. So earnings call. I don't know if it's like it was last quarter. Could cause it to sell off a little bit. Escapism will peak. Yeah, so you know, liquor stores and that kind of thing, like that's all goes up. Cigarettes goes up during economic hardship, but gaming does too. As far as entertainment, that's escapism. Speaking of, I should probably buy some MO for the long term. Dang, look at that sell-off. All earnings. MO and I don't know. What's going on after hours? Top gainers. 2 minutes to the earnings call, the GME earnings call. Here we go. RC's probably not going to speak, but one day after hours. Asana. Oh boy. GME, look, we made the list. You guys can't see that. Look at this. GameStop made the after hours list. That's crazy. That means there's not been a whole lot of big movers after hours. It's 11%. Asana is a name I haven't heard in so long. This thing used to make crazy moves. Why are they ripping? Ah, earnings also. 10% after beat. The weird looking chart. A lot of volume there, huh? I think I traded this one IPO. Yeah, this was that one. All right, here we go. Earnings call. We're going to it. Gotta get my stuff ready. Asana NFT Marketplace. Yippee. Yeah, I had MO. Actually, I might still have it long term. That's one of those ones I just bought and just forget about. Yeah, MO, KO. Get that sweet divvy, baby. Probably gonna go buy some cigarettes now. He did speak. He spoke that first or second earnings after the first pinch. Remember, it was in person. He spoke to the people that were there in person. It was a video. It was even on video. Someone recorded it on their phone. We heard from him. That's when we said buckle up. That's where buckle up came from.
Good afternoon, and
Here we go.
welcome to the GameStop second quarter 2022 earnings conference call. Please note that certain statements made during the call constitute forward-looking statements made pursuant to the safe harbor provisions of the Private Securities Litigation Act of 1995, as amended. Such forward-looking statements are subject to both known and unknown risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from such statements. These risks and uncertainties are described in the company's earnings press release and its filings with the SEC. The forward-looking statements today are made as of the date of this call, and the company does not undertake any obligation to update the forward-looking statements. I will now turn the call over to GameStop CEO, Matt Furlong.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. I want to begin by reiterating the deep appreciation we have for our stockholders' unrivaled enthusiasm, passion, and support. As we work to transform GameStop, these remain unique tailwinds for us, ones we always recognize and value. I also want to take this opportunity to thank everyone across the organization for bringing continued focus and intensity to our mission, particularly during an active Q2 that represented a transitional quarter for us. Before covering the quarter's specific initiatives and results, I want to provide a high-level update on where we've been and where we're looking to go as our transformation progresses. When our board began turning over early last year, GameStop was saddled with significant debt, decaying systems, limited employee depth, and a host of other issues. This is why we spent the second half of 2021 and the first half of 2022 making up for years of underinvestment in modernizing the business. The upshot is we now have a more diversified product catalog, strengthened fulfillment network, improved tech stack and e-commerce presence, and fortified corporate infrastructure. Thanks to these improvements, including our SAP implementation, we're able to start focusing on a new set of priorities that include achieving profitability, launching proprietary products, leveraging our brand in new ways, and investing further in our stores. During Q2, we took steps to support each of these new priorities. With respect to pursuing profitability in the coming quarters, we right-sized corporate expenditures and headcount following a period in which the company had hired more than 600 new individuals. These actions, combined with the elimination of one-time expenses in Q1, contributed to a 14.3% reduction in SG&A. We've done this while improving our e-commerce experience and reducing free shipping to customers to 1 to 3 days. We're going to retain a strong focus on cost containment and continue promoting an ownership mentality across the organization. On the product front, our enhanced tech capabilities allowed us to follow the launch of our digital wallet with the launch of our new marketplace that allows gamers, creators, collectors, and others to buy, sell, and trade NFTs. The launch of our NFT marketplace supports GameStop's pursuit of long-term growth in the cryptocurrency, NFT, and Web3 gaming verticals, all of which we expect to be increasingly relevant for the collectors and gamers of the future. When it comes to accretive partnerships, we've been actively exploring opportunities to strengthen GameStop's offerings and increase brand visibility. We're building on the momentum established by our previously disclosed partnerships with organizations like Immutable and Loopring, whether it be through new relationships that support our commerce business, blockchain group, or both. The deal we just announced with FTX is a byproduct of our commerce and blockchain teams working together to establish something unique in the retail world. Lastly, when it comes to investing in our stores, we rolled out an improved compensation model for U.S. store leaders. Each of these store leaders is being given a time-based equity grant of $21,000 that vests over 3 years, as well as the opportunity to earn additional compensation every quarter via a performance-based equity grant. In conjunction, or raising hourly pay for certain store associates. These steps were taken to help us enhance retention and recruitment of passionate, quality talent. When we think about the GameStop of the future, we expect our stores to help us maintain direct connectivity to customers and sustain localized order fulfillment capabilities across more geographies. This is why, even as we continue evolving our e-commerce and digital asset offerings, stores will remain a critical piece of the company's value proposition. Taken together, we believe the aforementioned steps can help us attain profitability in the coming quarters and produce additional revenue growth over the long term. Let me now turn to our financial results for Q2. Net sales were $1.136 billion for the quarter, compared to $1.183 billion in the prior year's second quarter. Sales attributable to new and expanded brand relationships remained strong. It is also worth noting that sales attributable to collectibles, which is a segment we intend to grow over the long term, were $223.2 million for the quarter, compared to $177.2 million in the prior year's second quarter. SG&A was $387.5 million, or 34.1% of sales, compared to $378.9 million, or 32% of sales, in last year's second quarter. As noted, we had a strong reduction in SG&A on a sequential basis versus Q1 of this year, and we're taking further steps to reduce SG&A on a go-forward basis. We reported a net loss of $108.7 million, or 36 cents per diluted share, compared to a net loss of $61.6 million, or loss per diluted share of 21 cents in the prior year's second quarter. There were no major one-time transformation, transaction, or related costs during the period. Turning to the balance sheet, we ended the quarter with cash and cash equivalents of $908.9 million. We continue to maintain a sizable cash position, even while investing in inventory to sustain strong in-stock levels and mitigate the full impact of lingering supply chain issues. At the close of the second quarter, we had no borrowings under our ABL facility and no debt other than a low-interest, unsecured term loan associated with the French government's response to COVID-19. Total liabilities compared to the second quarter of last year were down $237.8 million. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $20.5 million, up $7 million from last year's second quarter, reflecting investments in our technology and enterprise systems. We anticipate CapEx will remain at modest levels. In the second quarter, cash flow from operations was an outflow of $103.4 million, compared to an outflow of $11.5 million during the same period last year. Inventory was $734.8 million at the close of the quarter, compared to $596.4 million at the close of the prior year's second quarter. In terms of an outlook, we're not providing formal guidance at this time. It is worth noting, however, that our ongoing engagement with key suppliers is positioning us to receive stronger supply of next-generation consoles in the months ahead. I want to finish by reinforcing that we're working to accomplish something unprecedented in our industry: transform a legacy brick-and-mortar retailer into a technology-led organization that meets customers' needs through stores, e-commerce properties, and both digital marketplaces and new online communities. Our path to becoming a more diversified and tech-centric business is one that obviously carries risk and will take time. This said, we believe GameStop is a much stronger business than it was 18 months ago. I'll leave it there for this quarter. We look forward to driving more progress in Q3. Thank you.
This concludes today's conference. You may
Weird.
disconnect your lines at this time. Thank you for your
Yeah, no
participation.
guidance. What were you guys expecting? Come on. Get those thoughts out of your head. That was weird, though. Did you hear how the audio changed? I guess maybe that was two different recordings. At the end there, he went to like a different recording. Maybe he like clipped that in or something. His voice was just a little different. It's funny. I don't know why I didn't think of it, but yeah, of course those aren't live. Those are pre-recorded. But yeah, anyways. His first like 5 minutes or whatever was pretty bullish. He was basically, to me, he was saying like, look, we've done a lot. He was just reviewing everything that they've done and accomplished because it has been significant. We've got a very micro view of what's going on, watching it day to day, and you know, if you're looking at much more macro, I mean, they've done quite a bit in a pretty good, like, short amount of time. And I think he kind of was reiterating that in the first 5 minutes of that call. So that sounded good. As far as formal forward guidance, yeah, I mean, it's whatever. It's not what Cohen's about. I mean, yeah, so far the market after hours is held up. It'll probably come down some, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, open tomorrow, we could be open back where we closed, but I think we'll be up a little bit, I would think. And I'll probably sell my calls at open. Hopefully they're profitable. Love you too, Wizard King. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, and thumbs up, do it. We have a Discord server too. Link for that's in the description. Yeah, those must be recorded. It's funny, I never thought they were. I was always thinking, oh, it's live, but of course it's not live. It's gonna be recorded. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the guy at the end. I'm talking about during Furlong, in the last like couple minutes of his thing, he had a clip that he put in there where the audio changed a little bit. There was like a 10 or 15 second few words that he said that was different. And so I think he just spliced that in and cut that in when he was recording it. So it's kind of interesting. You can go back and hear it, but short, that's it. Did they, let's talk, they remove short squeeze from there? I would be curious if they did. Let me look at that. That's something I definitely want to search. What was it on before? The 8K or the squeezes? Cautionary statement regarding forward-looking statements. It's here. This is just like a disclaimer? Cautionary statement. That's not the same. Let me look at the... Oh, shoot. Look at that 10. The 10Q. Is it in this one? Yeah, I guess. That is peculiar. Looks like they did, Nick. You're awesome. We're awesome. Risk warning. Appreciate it, random vids. Thanks, buddy. I didn't see it. I just searched, unless they have different wording. Thanks, Christian. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks for the support. I mean, so this is... I think they had... Maybe they just call it volatility. I always... Volatility. This is talking about the NFT, I think, right? Value, level to inputs. Yeah, that's not it. No. Yeah, I think they specifically would say short squeeze. So I'm not seeing it. It's not in the 10Q. Here's the 8K. So they have it down here. But this is just a kind of a boilerplate type cautionary statement, I feel like. This isn't... I mean, I don't know. This is probably on most 8Ks. Company's ability to maintain effective control over financial reporting, volatility in the company's Class A common stock price, including volatility to the potential short squeezes, continued high degrees of media coverage by third parties, the availability and future sales of substantial amounts of the Class A common stock, potential future... Yeah, this is just legal talk. I pulled these up, but I didn't look up squeeze. Huh. Yeah, we can pull up We'll pull up. Let me open. Not that one. Here's an 8K from June. I don't know if it's on the 8K or the 10Q. Look at the 10Q also. Okay, so it's not on there. Look at the 10Q. This is the 10Q from June. Not on there either. They not mention it in the last one either? Oh wait, these aren't. Those aren't earnings, maybe. No, that is. Yeah, that's their 8K and their. No, it does. I mean, it doesn't, but it is interesting the fact that they did have it and now they don't. Not like I was like, oh, I read their earnings report and they said they're gonna be a short squeeze, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna buy in for the squeeze. These? Okay, no, these aren't. These are different ones. They aren't earnings reports. I need to go to annual filings, current reports. Here we go. Okay. So here's March. I don't know what I was looking at something else. Yeah, here it is. This is from March. Short squeezes. Risks related to our common stock. This is the first earnings report we've had since the split, right? Still up 10%. Yeah, here's the split. Here's our first earnings. Lack of volatility from increased liquidity, suppressing the short squeeze. I don't know. I wouldn't say that's bullish for a squeeze though. The fact that it's not in there. I mean, it's been in there for almost 2 years and we haven't really had one, but yeah, interesting. Well, it's holding up pretty good here. I feel like it'll probably come down some pre-market tomorrow, maybe even back to where we open. I'll be looking for a bottom here. The what is it? The volume today was pretty good, which is a good first sign. Probably be more volume tomorrow. Maybe big downs tomorrow. Honestly, we could see a big move to the downside. Still, I think, even though it was a bullish earnings, I'm gonna be waiting for that borrow fee, more or less, to get calls and probably get them like a month out. And as far as shares, I think anything sub 25, like just averaging anywhere down there. If we do break that low, if it's not in a market crash scenario, then that I think will be a great price, and that will also potentially be setting up a divergence, break this 1940 low, but I don't think that's going to happen. Not at this point. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for your subs. Thanks for your likes. And thanks for your viewership. I really appreciate it. Here's our Discord if you want to jump on. And we also have a Twitter. Do a little recap for you. I won't do a recap video today. But I think actually I went over a lot of my trades. There's another IPO that I got into, LRE, for this one comes out at the end of the month. We've got 4 coming out on Friday though. 9/9. LPTV, KNW, Yash, MCLDP. Today I actually did buy some more GME shares, just with some of the capital I have still to buy. Here's what we did. SPY, close up put. It was actually a small loss on the SPY put. I opened it up too early yesterday. I shorted some $8 calls on BBY. That's a poor man's covered call. I've got those leaps on BBY, 6 strikes. So shorted some $8 calls just for Friday. Opened up a short position on Tesla, 250, 258, 33, put debit spread for end of September. Closed my BRCC for break even. Or no, I'm sorry, this one I took a loss on. ISPO, I closed this one for break even. It's not liquid enough. Closed this birds for break even somehow. And bought a call on SPY for just after hours move. All I really need on SPY is to, it doesn't even have to move after hours. It could open up right where it's at right now. Just the morning volatility on a little pump, I can make my money back. But it gives me exposure to upside if we do get, you know, a quarter point or, you know, half percent move to the upside. Then it opens up and it's up 70% or 50%, which is nice. ISPO did make a move up today, so I was able to sell those shares or those calls in there, which is nice. Boo2 is not really doing too much. I do have these GME calls, which I'll probably be selling tomorrow because I bought them on a bad day. So hopefully they're at least break even, maybe up a little bit tomorrow. We're at 28 strike for next Friday. And then I opened up some short puts on GME today, 21 strike for Friday. So those hopefully will be out of the money. We'll see, I might have to roll those down. Still have the 30s that I'll have to roll. And then my BBY 9.5 short puts for next Friday. BBBY is looking pretty bullish today though. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Here's where I bought more shares actually. I got, what, 100 more shares on here. And then still have those HSDT shares, which I'll probably sell if GME keeps getting cheaper and HSDT hasn't made its move. So thanks GDM, appreciate it guys. Have a good afternoon. GME's up. I mean, so far it's up 11% after hours. So of course it's on the one that we have much expectations on. They beat EPS.